one of my favorite vehicles from modern cinema is the Tumbler, and so I was eager to recreate it in Lego. Unfortunately, my first rendition wasn't perfect, and there were certainly pretty big gaping areas for improvement. Thus, I decided to give it a bit of a makeover, and now I am finally satisfied with it. Much of this design was inspired by Hachiroku 24's version, which is absolutely amazing and groundbreaking. The part that I took from Hachiroku 24's design is how the back wheels are mounted. Originally, the back wheels were mounted using Technic plates, and that put it on the same axis as the front wheel. This made the entire Tumbler level, which isn't accurate to the on-screen version, which has a slight forward slant. Then I watched Hachiroku 24's video, in which he or she mounted it using a clip joint, and that gave me sort of a eureka moment, and I decided to copy that design onto mine. So now, not only can it swivel up and down, can also go left and right, as if the Tumbler is doing tight swerves around corners. This certainly makes the entire model look more dynamic. However, one of the problems I had to overcome with this is that now the turbine was mounted at a downwards angle, and in the movie the turbine's level to the ground. So I used a angled brick, and this allowed it to be at the correct angle, which looks superb. I also decided to change the design of the wheels. Now it is much more reliable from my past design, which just used a single Technic axle. Sometimes the wheels would compress too tightly against each other and they would not rotate. This new design thankfully changes that. It utilizes a Technic pin and a Technic bar, which is simply inserted in, and then there's another Technic half pin here, and this is an extremely secure design which still allows the wheels to freely rotate. If you're wondering why I did not just use a Technic pin to connect these two assemblies, that would be because these wheels have a half a stud diameter rim over here, and if you had two wheels stuck right next to each other, there'll be a pretty noticeable and ugly gap in between them, which is by no means accurate to the on-screen version. Another perk to this new design is the third wing flap, which has been made smaller than the other two, which is accurate to the movie version. Another improvement I made were to the front windows. Originally they were a bit too high, and that caused them to constantly impact the top roof, and that made the roof kind of come up like so, which looked ugly in my opinion. Then I tried to move the windows down by one stud, however then there was too much of a gap between the windows and the roof, which once again also looked ugly. So I came up with this new design which involves hinges. Let me just take apart the main body to show you what I mean. As you can tell, now the windows are double hinged, which allows me to get much more fine and immaculate increments. And this allows the windows to be positioned at the right angle, which is a giant improvement in my opinion. The wheels have also been changed to black, which helps the vehicle keep its monochrome color scheme a bit better. So that's it for this video. I hope you like this MOC too. If you want to see more awesome creations like this, please consider hitting that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And whilst you're there, give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.